Okay, not so quick guitar lesson today. A few days ago, I posted a video of me soloing over a country shuffle, promoting this country shuffle soloing masterclass I'm teaching this Saturday, July 9th at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully you're all going to come. If you can't make it, you can still purchase it and watch it whenever you want. It will be uploaded that night. The lick was happening over a G chord. Like I said, it was in the key of C, playing over the 5 chord, which is a G or G7 in the key of C, and I was using something called secondary dominance. So I'll play the lick, and then I'll talk you through what I was thinking and what a secondary dominant is. So here's the lick. So I'm going back and forth between a D triad and a G triad. And I could either make them dominant 7 or just plain old D and G triads. To find that secondary dominant, that D triad, you have to look at whatever chord you're playing over at that time as its own tonal center and pretend you're kind of in that key. Think in that key. So I'm playing over a G chord, so I think to myself, okay, well, what's the 5 chord or the dominant chord in the key of G, which is a D or a D7. So now you have the dominant chord of G. This is why it's secondary. It's a secondary dominant chord. In the overall key, G is the dominant chord in the key of C. But at this moment, if we look at G as its own tonal center, D is the 5 chord of that G. It's the secondary dominant. So going back and forth here from a D to a G to a D7 to a G7. So now let me talk about some of these moves I'm doing here on the fretboard. Starting with the first inversion D triad, and then I'm going to bend the third up a half step to get to G, and with the pinky hammer on from A to B so I can get from this shape to this shape with a bend and a hammer on. Then I'm going to release that bend and kick the pinky out. So I get that D7 now, 3rd flat 7 root of D7, and then bring this back to a G7, flat 7, 3rd, 5. So D, G, D7, G7. So a lot of faux steel moves in there. That's the lick. I love using these things. If you want to learn more about using secondary dominants, secondary subdominants, how to see them, how to find them, that's one of the things we're going to be talking about in this masterclass this Saturday. So I hope to see you there. Stay inspired.